IShowSpeed finally gave up on his own brother. I don't know anything about IShowSpeed and his brother and their beef or whatever is going on, but today we're here to find out what the fuck is going on. Let's get right into the video.
Purposely miss your flight so you can stay home?
Basically what I'm hearing is that basically he's just fucking lazy.
Oh my
Most
God.
people would give up years of their life for the position Jamal currently occupies, and he seems almost indifferent to having it at all. He passed on his brother's advice about growing a channel. He skipped streamer university entirely. He deliberately missed a connecting flight to avoid seeing him. None of that traces back to laziness, whatever label the comments keep slapping on it. So let's actually look at what—
you can't really blame Jamal though, because it's like his brother, but I do understand where people is coming from, because it's like, gang, just because you my brother, that don't mean I'm just gonna hand you everything in life. You gotta get it the way I get it. It's just gonna be a little easier for you because I'm there for you to help you on the things that you need help with, gang. Oh, I cooked.
Landed in his lap, because the raw numbers are genuinely hard to explain away, and then dig into why he keeps handing all of it back. Jamal skipped the entire grind phase most creators are forced through. No years spent clawing toward a first 1,000 subscribers. No posting into total silence. No learning editing through failure after failure. His brother put him directly in front of a massive audience live in real time.
Bro, help your brother hit 100K? Wait, he's live right now? Oh, he about to hit 100.
I hope so, bro.
He's about to hit 100K.
We gotta subscribe, guys. Nobody subscribed yet. Nobody has subscribed. Come on.
Yo, chat, everybody, yo, chat. Oh my God, he's about to hit 100K. My brother's about to hit 100K.
100,000 subscribers. Please.
Yo, everybody, yo, chat, everybody sub to him right now, y'all.
Go. W's in chat. Come on.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he lit.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's among the
101,
fastest
just like
climbs
that.
to 100,000 subscribers the platform has ever recorded, and almost none of it came from the content itself. It came from proximity. Watch the clip and notice how little Jamal is actually doing. The energy, the hype, the constant subscribe reminders are almost entirely coming from Speed's side of the screen. Jamal is essentially a passenger in someone else's momentum. A week later, he crossed 200,000. He now sits at 462,000 subscribers across only 112 uploads. A ratio that would take most creators 5 years or longer to reach, assuming they ever got there. Channels that size usually carry thousands of uploads, years of grinding, and a clearly defined niche their audience shows up specifically for. Jamal has none of that infrastructure, and he's still outpacing almost every—
definitely, bro, it takes years. So any of my fellas or grinders out there trying to grind this shit, we got it, bro. Just keep going, gang. Nah, for real.
everyone building from the ground up. There's a cost hidden inside that speed too, one the subscriber count doesn't reflect. An audience that arrives because of somebody else's spotlight isn't the same as one that discovered you on your own terms and decided to stay. That kind of attention can evaporate just as fast as it showed up the moment the spotlight swings elsewhere. It's also fair to ask what Speed personally gains from pushing this hard, because the honest answer is not much. He isn't taking a percentage of Jamal's channel or building some kind of family content empire around it. The advice, the calls, the texts that go unanswered, all of it reads like an older brother who genuinely wants his sibling to have the same thing he built, not someone managing an investment. That distinction matters, because it turns this from a business disagreement into something closer to watching someone hold a winning ticket and simply refuse to cash it in. So the real question was never whether Jamal has the opportunity. He obviously does.
I was gonna explain to him why I don't stream, but you came in.
Why don't you stream?
Okay, let me close the mic. Chat, the reason I don't stream that much, the reason that I can't hop on, do a little quick, like 2-hour desktop or something or go IRL is because I'm lazy, I'm nervous, and I play the game a lot.
Right.
I'm addicted to the game, that's one of my addictions.
So why don't you just stream gaming? Why don't you just be a gaming streamer?
I would, but I always want to do IRL, so I'm indecisive right now.
Yeah, you don't even know what you want to do, bro.
Not really.
Basically what I'm hearing is that basically he's just fucking lazy.
By his own words, unprompted, he describes himself as
if I was
lazy.
Speed's brother, bro, and I had that opportunity, bro, I would do everything. Like, bro's built Bro's in a position to where he can do everything. Y'all don't realize that, right? One video can be about him gaming. The next video could be about animated scary stories. The next video could be about police body cam. Next video could be on how to grow your YouTube. Like, he's got it built to where he can do anything. He just doesn't do it.
Unsure whether he even wants to make gaming content or IRL content, and genuinely more drawn to playing games for his own enjoyment than performing them on camera. That's an unusually candid answer for someone in his position, even if it's not the answer people around him are hoping to hear. Most creators would dress that same sentiment up, framing indecision as still finding my brand, or burnout as focusing on quality. Jamal just states it directly, with none of the usual spin. Whether that reflects a lack of drive or simply a refusal to fake drive he doesn't feel is worth actually thinking through, because those two things get treated as identical when they really aren't. That same bluntness shows up during his live streams too, not only in interview settings.
You know what? This is my time. I'll do whatever I want. So, I'm not reacting to clips. I'm doing what I want to do. And I want to play Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Catch a Tiger, Bite. So, I was going to play some Roblox. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I wasn't planning on streaming today. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do.
Boy, if you don't, there ain't really much to do but play the game and be on desktop. Whatever you do on desktop, bro, just show us, gang. Talk to us and show us. It's not that hard, gang. Just like right now, y'all watching me do this. I'm talking to y'all, and I'm sure, like, well, what else can I do? Honestly.
Hey, just reminders,
Telling your own chat directly that you're doing what you want rather than what they're asking for is either admirably honest or a fast way to lose the exact people who built your channel, depending on your perspective. Creators who actually clawed their way to their numbers almost never take that gamble, because they know precisely how fragile that goodwill is. A viewer who feels brushed off today quietly disappears next week, and there's no shortage of other streams ready to absorb that attention instead. Jamal doesn't seem particularly concerned either way, which either means he genuinely doesn't feel that pressure the way other creators do, or he simply hasn't been in the game long enough to discover what happens once viewers actually start leaving for good. Speed clearly picked up on that gap and tried more than once to close it directly.
I don't think you should multi-stream. I think you should either choose YouTube or Twitch. But Twitch might be better than you, though.
You think so?
Yes, I already told you, YouTube only works for me because I started on YouTube. I built my fan base on it.
That's fair.
I built my fan base on YouTube. And I'm the only streamer on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Stream on Twitch and go back to YouTube.
What?
I stream on Twitch and go back to YouTube.
What do you mean?
I want to keep YouTube and Twitch.
Then just post like YouTube videos on your YouTube channel. You know, I got 2 channels, IShowSpeed, and just make Jamal like that channel your IShowSpeed, like basically like your clipping page.
Oh, you think so?
So your YouTube will still gain subs. Stream on Twitch. That's what I'd do if I was in your move.
That's exactly the kind of strategic advice creators pay consultants for, being handed over for free by someone who actually built his own audience using it. Keep the primary channel as the real brand. Use a secondary channel purely for clips. Stream on the platform that rewards live engagement instead of spreading effort across 2 different ones. None of that is complicated, but it typically takes creators years of costly trial and error to figure out independently, usually after wasting significant time on the wrong platform. Jamal never once streamed on Twitch. He remained exactly where he started, posting inconsistently with no clear branding, no defined theme, nothing suggesting an actual long-term plan. Speed pushed harder when Streamer University came up, trying to walk him through what it genuinely offered before Jamal dismissed the entire thing outright.
Don't want to regret this. Like, you gonna regret it. I swear to God.
Just go back, bro. I just don't want to hear him off no more.
As a brother, I'm really trying to help you out. I'm trying to make sure you're streaming. I'm trying to make sure you're going to Streaming University. It's not about that. It's about...
What is it about?
It's about gaining connections. Streaming University is not teaching you how to stream. It's teaching you about game.
Streaming University at this point. Fuck that shit, bro. That's gonna be a big waste of time. It's gonna teach me shit I already know.
passing on free access to some of the
He
biggest
them
names
type
in the
of
industry.
niggas. He don't want to learn nothing. I see what type of person he is. When the nigga get to doing all that and stuff, bro, it ain't even worth talking to him no more, bro. I swear to God.
He isn't a minor call to make.
Can't tell him nothing. You could tell him he needs to stop eating for his health, and he not gonna stop eating. He gonna
Access
keep
quietly shapes whether a career lasts 5 years or 15. The relationships that eventually become collaborations, deals, and opportunities that have nothing to do with any single day's subscriber count. Most creators spend years trying to get into rooms like that, sending messages that never get answered, waiting on a collab that may never materialize. Jamal received a direct invitation from his own brother with 0 barriers attached, and he simply wasn't interested, regardless of how many angles Speed tried explaining it from. That exact pattern resurfaced again, only this time it felt far more personal than professional.
Jamal, y'all probably wonder where Jamal is at. So look, let me tell you what happened about Jamal, right? So Jamal was supposed to come back to me. He had a connecting flight. He was in Cleveland. He was gonna go to Cleveland, to Detroit, to Miami, right? So Chad, y'all know how he had a connecting flight to Detroit. His lazy ass missed the flight on purpose to Florida to stay in Detroit. This connecting flight on purpose so he won't have to come back to me. And I'm like, and Jamal, yes, I'm calling your ass today, Jamal. I'm calling your ass. I'm calling Jamal ass, because how you gonna, you purposely miss your flight so you can stay home?
Deliberately missing a connecting flight specifically to avoid seeing your own brother isn't bad luck or a scheduling accident. That's a conscious decision, made in real time, weighed directly against the alternative of actually showing up. And Speed clearly wasn't laughing about it by the time he explained the situation live to his entire chat. There's something almost childish in how he handled it too. Never actually telling Speed he didn't want to come, just quietly manufacturing a reason to stay home and hoping it would look accidental rather than intentional. Understandable in a sense, from someone who still hasn't figured out how to have that kind of direct conversation with a brother this well known. Still frustrating though for the person on the receiving end who just wanted a genuine answer.
Look. This is me and my brother messages. He don't text me, chat. I swear to God. My brother really be egoing me, chat. My brother egos me, yes, chat.
Showing your own chat the messages your younger brother won't respond to is a genuinely uncomfortable moment to witness, no matter which side you sympathize with. This isn't a bit that fell flat, or a joke pushed too far. It's real frustration from someone who has clearly reached out more than once and gotten nothing back in return. And it's a particularly strange kind of frustration because most people can just call a sibling who's ignoring them and eventually get a response privately. Speed doesn't really have that luxury in the same way. Even his attempts to sort out a family issue happen with an audience watching, which likely makes the whole situation harder to actually work through rather than easier. But Jamal has actually been fairly transparent about what's really going on beneath all of it, in his own words, more than once, whenever the cameras gave him space to say it directly.
At least 3 years and see how it is. I want to cut contact with everybody over there and just be myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take a break off of speed streams, take a break off of streaming in general, and start, worrying about myself. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even stream, gang. We've only seen one stream of you, gang. You don't even stream. What do you mean worry about yourself? You's a little kid, gang. You not grown, nigga. Muddy's tripping. He's wildin'. You tripping, Muddy? You wildin'.
Not cut contact, but I want to be, let's say I want to be a regular kid. I want to be a regular kid. I want to do stuff without a famous brother. Let's say that. I want to do my own stuff. I don't want to have my brother be the main center of attention. Like, every time I go to school, they bring up speed, yada, yada, yada.
Wanting to be a regular teenager instead of a permanent supporting character in someone else's narrative isn't an unreasonable thing to want, especially given he never actually signed up for that role.
Right.
Every conversation, every comparison, every stream built around a level of fame he never chose and isn't certain he even wants for himself. School conversations that inevitably circle back to his brother. Strangers who recognize his face before knowing anything else about him. Millions of people who feel entitled to weigh in on how he lives, simply because of whose last name he shares. That's an unusual amount of scrutiny to inherit before he's even had the chance to figure out who he wants to be. And worth remembering that most people his age get to work that out privately, without anyone grading the process.
Right.
Jamal doesn't get that privilege. He's spoken publicly about being bullied at school, specifically because of his brother's fame, which is about as tangible a cost as this kind of visibility produces.
He didn't get bullied at school because of his brother's fame, gang. I ain't gonna lie. My cousin was in the NFL and I was known as shit in middle school and elementary. He definitely didn't get bullied because of that, gang. We know why he got bullied. He just bigger on the hefty side.
Every mood,
You know
every
what I'm saying?
phase, every offhand stream comment becomes evidence in a public argument about his character that he never agreed to participate in. But here's the part worth sitting with. Hunger isn't something you can just transfer to someone alongside a subscriber count. Speed built his following the difficult way. No platform handed to him, no head start, no famous surname doing the early work on his behalf. Every subscriber he earned individually, which means wanting something enough to sacrifice for it became genuinely part of who he is, not a tactic he simply adopted along the way. That kind of drive is usually forged out of necessity, out of having nothing to fall back on, out of watching something underperform and needing to understand why instead of shrugging it off. Jamal skipped that entire process completely. The opportunity arrived fully assembled, handed to him before he ever had the chance to want it badly enough to earn it himself. You cannot manufacture that same hunger retroactively, no matter how much solid advice gets offered afterward. The same way you can't hand someone the memory of genuinely needing something. It either happened to you or it didn't. And that's really the tension underneath this entire situation. It makes complete sense that Speed would want his own brother to take the same shortcut most people would kill for and genuinely run with it, especially watching him leave that much value untouched. But Jamal never had to fight for any of this to arrive, which also means he never got the chance to decide for himself whether he actually wanted it before it was already sitting in his hands. Calling that laziness, at least the way it keeps getting framed, misses what's actually happening here. Two people want fundamentally different things, standing in the exact same spotlight, and only one of them ever asked to be there. Maybe that's the real takeaway underneath all of this, more than anything specific to either brother individually. Opportunity and genuine desire don't always show up together, and when they don't, no amount of good advice, free access, or public pressure can force the two to align. You can hand someone every single tool they'd ever need to build something real. You simply cannot hand them a reason to actually want to use it. There's also a much simpler explanation running underneath all of this, one that has nothing to do with hunger or opportunity at all. People are genuinely captivated watching someone turn down something the rest of us would fight for because it forces an uncomfortable question most viewers never actually have to answer for themselves. What would you actually do if the hardest part had already been handled for you? It's easy to claim you'd
I ain't
grind.
gonna lie. If the hardest part was already handled for me, bro, I would turn up so bad. I swear, for God, boy. Y'all don't understand. There's different types of people. This is why, like, Speed's brother really feel like he don't, you feel me? He don't want to work and stuff. Because there's different types of people. I'm the type to, if the hard part was already done, bro, I would have been already a millionaire, 10, 15 million up on bro. Versus being Jamal, lazy, you feel me, not taking advantage. Because a lot of people grow up differently, you feel me? When you grow up like them, it make most sense. It's like when the dad has a good ass job, I'm talking like can pass it down and the son don't want to take over or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. And I kind of understand because like, dang, I want to do my own thing. Like I want the chances in life and the opportunity in life to do my own thing. But then at the same time, it's like, bro, you got it made. You don't realize how hard it is. God. You got it made, so you might as well take advantage of it being made because anybody else would kill to be in a position you in, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section on Jamal. Is he tripping or he got an actual valid point? But y'all let me know if y'all rocking with the video. Hit that like, sub if you're new, and I'll catch y'all at the next one. Hey.